Okay, let's begin. Hi, everybody. Welcome to today's webinar, Teaching Allele Frequencies and Evolution with Videos. Thank you for taking out the time and attending our webinar. Today, we are going to be exploring why certain topics in biology are challenging to teach, to understand, and how Jove can help you overcome these barriers. I'm Bhavya Mehta, a science outreach specialist here at Jove, and I'm excited to guide you through this session. Before we dive in, however, a few housekeeping items to go over. At the bottom of your screen, you'll see a chat button as well as a Q&A option. Please feel free to send in your questions or comments at any time during the session using these options. I hope to make this session as interactive as possible, which would not be possible without your support. So please feel free to drop in any questions in the meantime. Also, we've enabled the closed caption feature, which you can use to generate automated captions in your preferred language. It's there to enhance your experience, so please feel free to use it if you need it. Before we dive in, I would just like to very quickly go over today's agenda. Today, we'll be discussing teaching challenges in biology. Then we'll be talking about student struggles with specific topics. Then we'll take a deep dive into Jove solutions that address these challenges through Jove tools and formative assessments, which will be followed by a live Q&A. And the best part, all of this will be done in less than 30 minutes. So let's begin with a small activity. Let's try understanding what I've added onto the slide with just words. Over successive generations, a population of moths exposed to industrial soot experienced a shift in coloration. Initially, lighter colored moths were more common because they blended with lichen covered trees, avoiding predation. However, as soot darkened the trees, darker moths had a survival advantage, leading to their increased prevalence through natural selection. I'm sure you guys know which concept that I'm talking about. However, we do realize that trying to explain this concept with just words, how easy is it to follow? I'll give you some time to think about it. Just like the previous slide, let's talk about biology in general, which includes abstract concepts that become tough to grasp when we have nothing but words and theories to offer. For instance, when we talk about evolution, it includes vast timescales over which it occurs. There is the randomness of genetic mutations, not to mention the non teleological nature of natural selection. Many students mistakenly view evolution as goal oriented. They believe that organisms simply evolve to become better rather than adapting to their environments, not to mention all the other nuances that are involved in these concepts. Explaining these ideas to your students often lacks visualization that the students need in order to understand these processes. When we talk about concepts like population genetics, speciation, or even principles like Hardy-Weinberg, it becomes very difficult to explain these concepts to them in a way that makes them tangible, in a way that they are able to retain them. For example, considering the Hardy-Weinberg principle, it is often reduced to nothing but just an algebraic formula. You know that it is far more intricate. Without practical examples or visual tools, students struggle to see how these theories are applied, how they take place in real time. Another example is understanding how mutations contribute to genetic diversity or how polymorphisms affect phenotypic traits. These are harder to understand, especially because of the intricacies of molecular details that are involved. That is why visualizing these it becomes very important as they can help foster better understanding. Now, considering this from a student perspective, students have their own struggles to deal with. When we consider time constraints, they have packed schedules with art, with lectures, with exam prep. Between all of this, they often struggle to find the time to deeply engage themselves, not only in dense textbooks, but even supplementary reading materials such as articles that you might find across the internet or even journals. Apart from that, static materials. Static materials is a major concern when it comes to teaching biology because there are so many molecular details that are involved, which are very difficult to understand without dynamic visuals or animations. These can help you create a more engaging, more diverse learning experience. Retention issues. Students might remember and memorize all of these concepts just for the sake of passing exams, but you cannot be sure whether they are actually retaining all of this or understanding all of this, especially because they are lacking relatable examples. There is a lack of relatable learning, which makes it difficult for them to retain these concepts. Last but not the least, language barriers. Many students might struggle with understanding English, or they might struggle with the pace of the professor that is teaching them. Not to mention, biology involves complicated terminologies, which can also add to their language barriers. Now, the theory that we discussed a few slides ago, it is so much easier for you to understand the concept that I'm trying to tell you when you have an image to show you. You can see that peppered moths had an easy time camouflaging themselves earlier before industrialization happened. But after industrialization and suits started covering lichen trees, it becomes easier for the black peppered moths to camouflage themselves, showing how evolutionary advantage evolves over time. Isn't this so much clearer with visuals? Me showing you an image that supports all that we just discussed. That's exactly what we aim to do at Jove. We simplify complex concepts by combining clear explanations with visual demonstrations, which will help you make learning more effective and engaging. Best part, we do all of this while maintaining the high standards of content and scientific accuracy. Now, talking about Jove. Jove stands for Journal of Visualized Experiments, and how it helps you visualize science, accelerate research, as well as education. Now, talking about how Jove supports teaching genetics, the best part, it will help you break down abstract concepts easily with the access of visuals, as you can see here from a few glances. You can see the breakdown of chromosomal theory of inheritance, or even the dinosaurs that are a very key part of evolution. Jove currently has a library of 25,000 plus videos on the website. While we also keep adding to the library, it's not exhaustive by any means. We've been adding 500 videos every year. Currently, we have 1,000 plus subscribers, and Jove is available in 10 plus subtitles to cater to every student, no matter their language. How does Jove help you break down and support teaching genetics? It breaks down difficult concepts like population genetics, chromosomal inheritance through interactive visuals and step by step explanations. It has engaging demonstrations where you can easily explain processes like speciation, allele frequency shifts, and evolutionary trade offs through abstract, uh, through tangible explanations, which will also help you connect them to real world scenarios like climate adaptation. Climate adaptation is probably one of the best ways to explain evolution. Apart from that, it helps you increase comprehension and retention through visuals that are incredibly simple, incredibly clear, and incredibly detailed. We also have a formative assessments library, which includes quizzes which can help you test your students' knowledge. Not to mention, you can also customize these to your needs. We also engage diverse learning styles, meaning we offer Jove resources in 10 plus languages, plus a varied pace depending upon how the student prefers it. If they're an auditory learner or if they're an auditory and a visual learner. It helps you save preparation time because we have ready to use resources that will help you cut down the time that you spend looking for supplementary materials, and you can focus more on teaching. And we have seamless LMS integration, since most of our videos integrate seamlessly with platforms like Canvas, Moodle, Blackboard, which will make it very easy for you to add them to your courses. Again, best part, all of this is scientifically accurate and peer reviewed, as it is created by experts in the fields of biology, and they're highly reviewed for accuracy. So you can trust that our content meets high educational standards. Now, let's do a very short tour of the website so that you get an idea of how Jove looks like and how Jove offers solutions for your problems. Okay, so This is how the Jove website looks like when you click on it. All you have to do is search jove.com on your search bar, and it will redirect you to this home page of Jove. As you can see, the opening page has a search bar itself. So no matter your query, all you have to do is search your keyword here. Suppose you want to teach Hardy-Weinberg principle, you type in that. Suppose you want to teach convergent evolution, you type in that, and you will be offered a plethora of results which might align with what you're looking for. Apart from that, you have a few drop downs here. Research is more aligned for teachers and faculty who are looking for educational resources that are based off of publications that come out every day. We are more interested in education today. So under education, once you click on the drop down, you will be able to see there are quite a lot of subjects that are added here. There's biology, there's chemistry, statistics, environmental sciences, and so on. Apart from that, we also have Jove Science Education, Jove Lab Manual, Jove Quiz, and so on. Now let's explore the biology webpage. So when you click on the biology webpage, you'll see that again, you'll find way more drop downs. There's core biology, there's core molecular biology, lab manual, basic biology, advanced biology, cell biology, anatomy and physiology. Within each of these, you'll find even more detailed depth options, for instance, microbiology or molecular biology, which will help you narrow down your search depending on the niche of the subject that you're teaching in. Let's explore core biology today. So once you open the Jove core biology page, you'll see that it has quite a lot of chapters that have been already published, close to 36. And you'll see that these cover topics that come from the basics of biology, that is, biochemistry, such as cell structure, function, metabolism, complicated concepts like biotechnology, viruses, to concepts like genetics and evolution here. When we talk about this, since we've already talked about how visuals can help you break down complicated concepts, let's have a look at some samples here that I have for you that will help you understand where exactly Joe fits in into your curriculum. Let's start with a video on multiple allele traits. That is a complicated concept which involves a lot of molecular intricacies.
For the same gene, multiple alleles can interact to influence phenotypes, like the shape and protein composition of an individual's cells. For example, in erythrocytes or red blood cells, the hemoglobin protein has a component encoded by the beta-globin gene, for which several different alleles have been identified. Collectively, these are the multiple alleles of beta-globin. For the mutant sickle allele, homozygotes demonstrate stiff, crescent-shaped red blood cells that clog vessels, whereas those with the normal allele exhibit flexible, disc-like erythrocytes that travel easily through the vasculature. Interestingly, heterozygotes may display some mildly curved cells, a shape exacerbated under low oxygen. Since the erythrocyte morphology of heterozygotes falls between that of the homozygotes, this is an example of an allele interaction called incomplete dominance. If the sickle allele were dominant, heterozygotes would only demonstrate sickle-shaped cells, which isn't the case. Molecularly, heterozygotes showcase another allele interaction called codominance. This is because the protein products of both the normal allele and sickle allele, which causes hemoglobin proteins to stick together, occur in roughly equal quantities in their red blood cells. If only the sickle allele were expressed, it would be dominant. However, this doesn't occur. By studying allele interactions on the molecular and cellular levels, researchers can understand the resulting phenotypes and complications of human conditions like sickle cell trait, improving treatment.
So here you can see how Job explains the complicated concept of multiple allele traits with great ease and a simplified explanation. You'll also notice how within this, you were also able to understand the concepts of incomplete dominance and codominance, all through a real world example of sickle cell anemia which makes it so much easier for a student to grasp as they have something concrete, they have something tangible to understand what happens when certain scenarios like these take place. Plus, the molecular details of protein expression have also been accurately represented in these videos, which also help the student understand as to what protein change takes place where, which enables the expression of a certain uh, trait when it comes to this condition. Now, let's go through another video. Just the Hardy-Weinberg principle, a complicated concept in biology.
The Hardy-Weinberg principle predicts allelic frequencies for a population that is not evolving. When considering two alleles at a locus, like a red and brown coat allele in a squirrel population, the sum of the frequencies of each of the alleles, represented by the letters P and Q, will equal 1, since there are only two alleles. Additionally, the frequencies of each of the specific genotypes can be calculated. The frequency of red and brown-coated individuals in the population, both of the homozygous types, will equal the square of the allelic frequency, or p squared and q squared, since homozygous individuals have two of the same alleles. Heterozygous individuals with red-brown coats can arise two ways: if the egg provides the red allele and sperm the brown, or vice versa. Therefore, the frequency of the heterozygous individuals is 2 times the product of the allelic frequencies, 2 times p times q. The sum of all of these genotypic frequencies will be 1. This principle is only true under specific, non-evolving conditions. There must be no selection. Mating is random and there is no selection for particular genotypes. There must be no gene flow from outside the population, and no mutations inside the population. Last, the population size must be very large, because in small populations random events can substantially change allelic frequencies.
Great. So now you also see how the complicated concept of Hardy-Weinberg principle has been explained using a real-life example of red coat and brown coat. This is a great way to explain how this principle is more than just an algebraic expression. You will also notice
The
that in the video, you have an option to change the language of the audio or to change the language of the subtitles, which can facilitate the student depending on whichever language that they're comfortable with. Also, there is an option to change the speed of the video from slow, normal, fast, faster, depending on whatever pace the student feels comfortable with. Another great option here you'll see is when you play a video, you will see a suggestion drop down towards your left, right, sorry, which will show you all the related videos of this concept. So once you start studying Hardy-Weinberg principle, it is intuitive that you would also be talking about genetic drift, population genetics, gene flow, etc. This is once you find that this video is great and you want to add it to your curriculum, you can make use of the option called add to playlist, which is which is a great option for you to be able to curate content that you feel is the best for your course all in one place. So you add it to your playlist, and that you can do this for as many videos as you want, and then you can share the playlist with your students. Alternatively, you can also request mapped playlists from our subject matter expert team here at Jove, which, as the name suggests, are subject matter experts in the fields of biology. They can help you curate a playlist that aligns better with your course objectives. You can find details about all of this in the faculty resource drop down here under education. You will also find videos that are mapped to your courses, teaching labs, and you will also find videos that are mapped to your textbooks. So once you click on biology, you will see that there are already a lot of playlists available with respect to common biology textbooks that are currently being used, such as Campbell, Miller, Levine, etc. Apart from that, all of this content is easily embeddable into your learning management system, and you will find details about that here, and where you can find a step-by-step guide to understand how to embed a video into your desired LMS. Can be Blackboard, Brightspace, Canvas, Moodle, etc. This will help you provide access to your students to this content where they can find it all in one place. So, yeah, we have a lot of support for faculty. And of course, we also have a dedicated customer success team which can help you with customized requests. Now, I would like to open the floor for any questions that you might have.
Hi Bhavya. We do have some questions here.
Sure,
Uh,
Devansh.
s- yeah. So, can Jove content be customized to address specific challenges faced by student in advanced courses?
Yes. So as we just discussed, you can customize and curate playlists according to your particular advanced course. This way, basically, you can create a playlist that will align with your syllabus or your course objective. This way, your students can reinforce your learning as per the course that you are trying to curate for them. Additionally, you can complement this with supplementary materials such as advanced reading, problem sets, or formative assessments such as the quiz options that you have on Jove.
Perfect. And does Jove provide analytics to track student progress?
Yes. So, great question here. In fact, so when you opt for a quiz, might be a quiz that Jove has already curated, already exists on the website, or it might be a customizable quiz that you are creating for your students. Once you add that quiz onto your LMS and you share it with your students, they fill out the assessment. Then there is a quiz analytics feature that is offered in the Jove quiz section. This will help you understand how much of a difference can be observed in your students before and after they complete the course. This way, you have a great insight into how much impact Jove videos have had on your students' learning curves.
One more question is there, are there plans to expand Jove's library to include recent findings or advanced level content for graduate courses?
Yes, again, great question. So Jove's content library is ever expanding. We recently added 3,000 videos to our library last year across a lot of subjects, and we plan to add more and more videos as we go. Uh, Additionally, under the research drop down, you will also find these articles related and published about recent findings. So this way, your students will have access not only to course specific content that is mapped to what their learning should be, but they will also have access to content that is being published and being researched about as and when they go. We cover multiple disciplines, including engineering, medicine, science, business, and yeah, we are aiming to explore and expand more and more content as we go.
Yeah. Another question, how much is the subscription for this? Is it only for institutions or individual can also join? Please share the link of registration or subscription.
So, for more information about subscription details, somebody from sales will get in touch with you. uh, they will be better answer to they will be better suited to answer questions with respect to this. Until then, if you do not have an active subscription, we actively encourage you to go and sign up for a free trial on the website, so you can have a preview of the website. Apart from that, also after this webinar, somebody from our team, might be customer success or sales team, will get in touch with you, and you can probably they redirect your queries with respect to subscriptions or integrations to them.
Perfect, Bhavya.
Great. We'll wait for some more questions if anybody has any more. Okay. Mm, okay. Meanwhile, we wait. I can probably show you how you can register for a trial here on the website. Once you come onto the jove.com website, you will have an option here which will say that you can create a new account and sign up for a trial request here. This way, it'll be very easy for you to uh, get started with Jove. And like I said, after the webinar, somebody from our team will be getting in touch with you and they will help you navigate Jove content. Mm. I think I think we do not have any more questions. Probably we can end this webinar. So yes, thank you everybody for joining in. Look forward to meeting you guys at future webinars. Oh, okay. Somebody has raised their hand. Um, wait, I think Triscal. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing their name right. They had raised their hand.
Like Bhavya, like mistakenly raised hand.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. No worries. Thank you. Okay. Then I think we can probably end this webinar. Again, thank you everybody for joining in. Thank you.